Back in the 1970s, no one had really heard of recycling. Destroying and wasting natural resources was increasingly becoming the norm. In 1976, two young hippie types in Boulder, Colorado, Pete Grogan and Roy Young, along with some passionate volunteers and a tribe of wise, savvy elders, saw the problem, and they saw a vision forward. They wanted to create a recycling program. At first, their idea was met with skepticism, ridicule, even anger, but they worked together to make their vision a reality. They got innovative and bought some old buses for collection vehicles and staffed them with volunteers. They found creative ways of processing and marketing materials and garnered political support for the effort. And they taught the community what the word and concept of recycling was all about. As a result, Boulder became one of the first communities in the nation to collect recyclables at the curb. Together, these founding folks were part of birthing the recycling revolution and an organization to help lead it. But they couldn't have known that the bus collection program was only the very beginning of creating many firsts in our community. Over the next 40 years, Eco-Cycle and community partners like the City of Boulder, Boulder County, City of Longmont, and other Boulder County municipalities and local businesses worked together to innovate many recycling, composting, and zero-waste models for use in communities all over the nation. In the late 1990s and 2000s, Eco-Cycle helped birth a new concept called zero waste. It sought to reinvent the way we view and use our natural resources from design to disposal. It was ambitious. It flew in the face of traditional waste management, and just as before, the concept was met with skepticism, ridicule, and even anger. But again, our community embraced it, forging the way for this new revolution together. We've come a long way together, and now, 40 years later, our work is more important than ever. The stakes have never been higher, and the need for action never more urgent. Climate change, resource depletion, social injustices over scarcity of resources, declining economies. These major issues of our time are all directly linked to waste and resource use and abuse. More than 40% of our climate impact in the U.S. comes from our stuff and our food. That's because we burn a lot of fossil fuels and create greenhouse gases every time we extract, produce, consume, and dispose of our stuff. There's even a name for it. It's called consumption emissions. Zero waste is one of the fastest, most efficient ways communities can take action to reduce these emissions and build local green jobs and economies. Today, Eco-Cycle is one of the largest zero-waste social enterprises in the nation, and as such, we know it is this generation of eco-cyclers' role to bring the zero-waste solution full scale. In the next 10 years, it's our job to keep proving the zero-waste model here in Boulder County. We need to expand our zero-waste programs like making all Boulder County schools Green Star schools and creating a culture of reuse and repair. We need to create more policies like the City of Boulder's 2015 Universal Zero Waste Ordinance. And we need to do whatever we can to support our local communities in achieving their zero waste goals. We need more zero waste infrastructure, creating opportunities to divert even more resources from the landfill by taking additional types of products at the Center for Hard to Recycle Materials and at the Boulder County Recycling Center. We need to take the zero waste model to the rest of Colorado because here in one of the most beautiful states in the Union, we still have one of the worst recycling rates, 12% compared to 34.5% nationwide. We're working with other communities in Colorado, and we're leading a campaign calling on the state to provide direction, funding, and support for recycling and zero waste programs. We need to help decision makers on all levels of government understand the critical link between waste and our declining climate. And we need to take the solution as far and fast as possible through our Eco-Cycle Solutions program that supports communities going for zero waste wherever they may be. We need to focus on composting and realize the potential that supplementing our soils has to offer in terms of mitigating climate change and in terms of creating healthier soils for us to grow healthier foods. We need to be as inclusive as possible in creating a sustainable future, reaching out to underserved communities, especially Latino communities, to ensure that everyone benefits from and has a voice in bringing zero waste to their neighborhoods. And finally, we need to continue to explore partnerships with other mission-driven organizations to help support their mission through zero waste, such as building literacy through donated books from the Charm, or increasing the use of bike transportation by giving bikes recovered at the Charm to community cycles, employing previous felons through mattress recycling at Springback, Colorado, and our next effort, partnering with Blue Star Recyclers to employ autistic spectrum adults on site at the Charm to disassemble and refurbish computers. We have a lot of important and good work to do. We as a community are the ones who've been pioneering this work all along, so now it's our responsibility to take the zero waste solution to its full potential and create a healthy climate, sustainable local economies, and vibrant soils and ecosystems for generations to come. We need you for the next 40 years of Eco-Cycle. Are you with us?